Odegaard has gone ahead to vocalize Arsenal's title race with Man City. Good morning. It's the 6th of May. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I know Arsenal fans have gone ahead to obviously thirst you, went all starved you with news, because I think I only did one story. Player ratings. I put in Liverpool. Oh, there is that of Rokani when he came out and obviously said that he thinks Arsenal are going to be the champions of the Premier League this season. And here comes Martin Odegaard to add his voice to the already voiced of Rokani, the legendary of Arsenal. Let's say close to how many likes? Let's say close to 300 likes marking this video as Martin Odegaard speaks, a BBC correspondent speak, and Matheus Nunes of Man City speaking about how he was really playing in a relegation side last season and now he's competing for the trophy and he wants to obviously beat Arsenal onto this trophy. Smash the like button, I repeat, close to 300 times. Don't forget to subscribe because we are less by 50 to 40 subscribers to hit 21,000 subscribers, right? And today should be the day where all that comes to an end and we start a new journey of looking for 22,000 subscribers onto this channel. Now, we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslim is Barakallahu Fikum, and you can as well call me Aradi, and it's the Football News Show in here. And Odegaard was asked via the Standard Sports about the title race. He said, "We want to make the fans happy again. It has been a big goal for a long time to win something, so that's what we are pushing for and we keep going until the end. We have to focus on ourselves. We don't know what other teams will do, but put on a good performance here against Bournemouth. We keep putting pressure on Man City, so we just have to keep going and then go again." So when you look at exactly what happened at the club of Arsenal, they went ahead to obviously drop their lead when they lost to Aston Villa. I tell you what, if they won the game of Aston Villa, they would have gone ahead to be 1 point behind Man City, even if Man City had gone ahead to obviously win its games. And this situation was one of those that acts as experience to your journey to triumphing and success. I tell you, when you look at the side of Arsenal, last season, they really shrinked. I've always gone ahead to let you know that in the remaining 9 games, Arsenal really went ahead to shrink and they really lost almost all of those games. When you go back, we all remember that they lost to, they drew with Southampton, they drew with Liverpool, they drew with West Ham, they lost to, which side did they lose to? They lost to Brighton, right? So, and let me see, Brighton 2023, right? This is 2023. Now, Arsenal played their last game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and let's count the last 9 games and really show you what Arsenal have gone ahead to learn from the games they really played last season and how they've gone ahead to really summarize their season. Let's talk 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these were their last 9 games. Liverpool 2-2. How many points dropped? 2. West Ham 2-2. How many points dropped? 2. Southampton, how many points dropped? Those are 2. So in the first 3 games of the last 9, they went ahead to drop 6 points, and they collected 3 out of 9. So if they drew with Liverpool and won against West Ham and Southampton, it would have gone ahead to be okay because they would have gone ahead to add on more 4, right? More 4 points onto that. I mean, look at the difference between them and Man City. I think last season it was 4 points. They lost to Man City, which wouldn't have gone ahead to matter if at all they had gone ahead to win the game of West Ham and Southampton. They beat Chelsea, they beat Newcastle, they lost to Brighton, a game that they would have gone ahead to win at the Emirates. They lost to Nottingham. You get? So Arsenal only needed to win 6 out of the remaining 9. And those 6 games, out of those 6 games, they won against Wolverhampton Wanderers, they won against Newcastle, and they won against Chelsea, right? So the other games I'm talking about, if they won against West Ham, if they won against Southampton, and they won against maybe Nottingham Forest. Only those games would have gone ahead to see Arsenal compete for the trophy. But it never went as to plan. This time, they reached the same way or in the same situation that they were into last season. And out of the last 10 games, they've only gone ahead, I think, to lose one, and drawn one. You get? That shows you a very huge improvement, that in these remaining games, it's all about them winning their games and obviously keep pressurizing Man City, as Odegaard has gone ahead to say. But for me, the biggest hint for Arsenal is they've gone ahead to learn from what they never did last season, and they've gone ahead to do it this season. So even next season, if they happen to miss out on the trophy, all take it. They will learn that in your last 7 run of games, when you face a team like Aston Villa at the Emirates, you have to beat it, because Arsenal went ahead to get the chances, but they failed to score those chances. And when Aston Villa got its chances, they buried them at the back of the net. That's the difference that really made that game a loss to the side of Arsenal. So Odegaard is like, we are going to continue winning our games. We've just gone ahead to win against Bournemouth. And Man City is having 3 games to go. And there is a tricky one against Tottenham. And as I told you before, when Arsenal failed to lose points against Nottingham Forest or Brighton, I was like, Man City is done. No team is going to stop it. But you never know what Spurs is really going to be doing, because Spurs has gone ahead to lose 4 consecutive games. And I don't think that their manager is willing to give up a spot in the UEFA Europa League to really see to it that Arsenal loses the league, because Spurs might be like, we don't want to see North London painted red. And that is it. And let's give away this game to Man City. But you give the game to Man City on expense of losing out money that would have gone ahead to bluster your transfer or your campaign next summer. As you are in the UEFA Europa League, you'll get in more money to obviously get you more players and not face what we call financial constrictions into the side of the league. So we wait and see how Arsenal fares. Arsenal is left with 2 games. Man United this Sunday, and the other Sunday, the Sunday after this Sunday, they're going to be hosting Everton at the Emirates. That's how hard it's really going to be for the side of Arsenal. So we wait and see how that happens. But Odegaard has gone ahead to vocalize out their importance to obviously win the trophy. But he's like, it's not in our hands, the ball in the hands of Man City. Unless we win our remaining 2 games and Man City drops a point or points, that's when we'll obviously go in and obviously put up a fight. Then Chris Wado, he works with BBC. He said, whatever Arsenal do, Man City better it. And this is the problem. Arsenal have got to hold their nerve. They have got to keep going. But this is Man City team. With everybody fit, you see the bench today versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, how strong it is. I just cannot see anybody stopping them winning it. Obviously, it will need a miracle for Man City to draw points. And remember, however much Man City is having Tottenham Hotspur standing their way, Arsenal is having Man United. The records in the previous 5 years don't favor any of the visitors. Man City is gonna pay a visit to Tottenham Hotspur, and Arsenal is gonna pay a visit to Old Trafford. And you might find out that Arsenal might find itself getting out of the title race on the 37th match day, and Man City will be like, we are gonna be crowned champions on the D-Day, because Arsenal have a very huge task ahead of them. But I tell you, Arsenal fans, you have a boost. John Evans had returned, and maybe we thought, me as a United fan, that Harry Maguire would play against Crystal Palace today, right? And after playing against Crystal Palace today with John Evans, they will be past fit to play against Arsenal. But that means Arsenal might face a team of Man United without Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, Varane, Lindelof, and Cambuala, and Casemiro might be played into what we call the midfield. So it's really going to be very, very, very challenging. And I'm here to wait and see how everything is really going to go on to happen in there for you. So we just wait and see how things really pan out. But a lot is really on the cards. But for Man City, obviously, they better what Arsenal do. When Arsenal went ahead to beat Spurs, Man City went away at Nottingham and won by 2-0. It's one of those games that you thought we are going to be hard for Man City, having gone ahead to play on a Thursday, rested for like 2 days, and they played. So, against Wolverhampton Wanderers at home, I never thought anything positive from that game. But Fulham, those two next games, Fulham and Tottenham Hotspur, are really two games that Man City are going to be playing away from home. You never know what might come out, but Arsenal also has to go out to that side, because for Arsenal at Old Trafford, I think they last won in 2020. You know, it's now 4 years since they last went ahead to obviously pick even a point. And most of the times, Man United has gone ahead to obviously beat Arsenal at Old Trafford. And we wait to see how the result is really going to be in the end. Then we go to Matheus Nunes, right? Matheus Nunes has said, last year I fought against relegation with Wolves, which was not a very good experience. I'm very happy to be at Man City. I wanted to be here fighting for titles, and I just want to help the team as much as I can in every minute that I have. That is Matheus Nunes for you. He's talking about winning trophies, and he's a very, very good player that you look at and obviously understand how Man City really go ahead and really get in good players. He shows you that he has gone ahead to fit into the blueprint of Pep Guardiola more than Calvin Phillips. And we could say Calvin Phillips, it was a miss. And for Matheus Nunes, it has been a target. And he's doing well, and he's saying they're going to win all the games. 3 games to go. Fulham, Tottenham Hotspur, and West Ham. That is it. So we wait for your reactions into the comment section below about Odegaard vocalizing Arsenal title race with Man City, and tell me what you think about the BBC journalists are going to hit to say that everything Man City does, everything Arsenal does, Man City betters it. And for Matheus Nunes winning his first trophy, he will be excited, but it will depend on how they act in their next 2 games. The 2 out of the last 3. Because for West Ham, I don't expect them to shock this side, because how do you shock a side that is you shock Man City for your rival to win? I don't really see it making it sense. But with David Moyes, already parting ways with West Ham, I'm going to bring you that story tomorrow. I tell you, he might try to really get a very huge goodbye from his players, and his players will be like, let's do it for the manager, and he's going to charge them that, give me the best goodbye ever. He will tell them that, and we'll see what they are going to do. All that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. Good morning, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We out.